302 Sports. High school softball from Caravel Academy, and we have number one Appoquinimink undefeated, 14-0 against number two Caravel Academy coming in here with a record of 10-1. They've just announced the Appoquinimink players in the starting lineup. Up next will be the Caravel Buccaneers. Appoquinimink comes in here. 8 of their 14 wins have been via shutouts. They've outscored their opposition this year 170-13. They're averaging a game of 12-1. They will play again Saturday, weather permitting, against Newark Charter, and they'll finish the regular season next week with Middletown and Smyrna. Head coach is Brian Timpson. Randy Johnson and the Caravel Buccaneers, they come in number 2, 10-1. They are averaging a 10.5 to 3 1/3 score this year. They've outscored their opposition 118-36. Starting lineup for the Appoquinimink Jaguars. Leading off in right field will be Fitzgerald. Weglars is the shortstop batting second. In the 3-hole, it's the second baseman, Haley Watlington. Marinucci, the DP, will hit cleanup. Papelis at third base batting fifth. Rodriguez in left field hitting sixth. Russo at first base hitting seventh. Elazar in center field batting eighth. Laird, the pitcher, is in the ninth position, and then Duncan is the catcher. For the Caravel Buccaneers, leading off in center field, Kendall Brown, Diomede at shortstop batting second. Moxley at first base hits third. Brooke Holdsworth is the DP tonight in the cleanup spot. Walsh at second base bats fifth. Greiko at third hitting sixth. Layla Rock at left field batting seventh. Richardson, one of the Richardsons, there's 3 of them on this team, all sisters. So it'll be Paige Richardson batting just before her sister, the pitcher, who is Brooklyn Richardson, and then Maloney is behind the dish, and she is the flex player in the ball game tonight. Alongside Nick Halliday producing and doing color, Craig over there on camera. We've got a great night for high school softball here at Caravel.
Yeah, exciting. I mean, number 1 versus number 2. You can't ask for anything better, and a great night. Beautiful field and a lot of fans here. Even behind us we have number 1 Padua versus number 1 Caravel in soccer, girls soccer, and that's Division 1, Division 2. But
once again, number 1 against number 2 here tonight from Caravel Academy. And, there's a lot of irony to the game here tonight, too, Nick. We've had both of these teams on our Delaware Weekly live show from Buffalo Wild Wing this year and really enjoyed both of these teams.
yeah, both were great interviews. It was nice talking. A lot of stuff going on this year, but tough spring. But anyway, great interviews, and if you want to go back and watch it, you should because they're really good.
All right, we're just about ready to go to get this one started. Leading off for Appoquinimink, Fitzgerald, the right fielder, is Alexia Fitzgerald. Also, these two have predominantly been ranked number 1 for the whole season. Sussex Central had the preseason number 1, then they went out and lost their first game, and it was been Caravel number 1 up until about 2 weeks ago, and Appo took over that spot. Brooklyn Richardson in the circle.
We are underway.
And the first pitch is high for a ball. Great night for a game here. So far, no breeze to speak of.
I saw gale warnings for a little bit, so I didn't bring our big tent because of that. It's been a little rough this year with the wind. It's been crazy, to be honest with you.
After that foul, the count goes 1-1 on Fitzgerald. Just underway in this one. That one in the dirt. 2-1 count to Alexia Fitzgerald, the leadoff batter for Appoquinimink. We're not that far away from the state tournament getting underway for softball. May 17th is the first day scheduled. 24 teams will qualify this year. Second pitch is in for a called strike and a 2-2 count on Fitzgerald.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, how fast we've gone through this spring. It seems like it's just flown by.
Yeah.
But it's
shot
fun.
right up the middle, and there's a base hit as Fitzgerald will lead off with a single. Getting that ball in quickly, the center fielder, Kendall Brown. Fitzgerald at first. That brings up the shortstop, Julia Weglars. I believe they call her Wegs.
I was just talking about her brother. You know, her one brother's playing down at University of Delaware. I saw he's having a great season down there.
University of Delaware baseball team doing pretty well in the CAA.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
Here's the lefty, and she swings at a pitch. That bottom just fell out of that.
Yeah, you can't get hurt staying down there.
Riley Maloney is the catcher. Keep an eye on, and she started to go, and there's a ball in play right to the pitcher. And Brooklyn Richardson will put that away for out number 1. It brings up Haley Watlington, the second baseman. Both of these teams score a lot of runs this year. This may be the 2 best offensive teams in the state.
Yeah, watching the scores come up from this Appo team has just been amazing. Haven't seen a team like this just outscore their opponents the way they have. I mean, and then they have Laird on the mound, but usually the pitching dominates in high school softball here.
And there she goes.
Gone.
And she makes the steal. Good slide. Fitzgerald down to second base. In scoring position for Watlington.
And that was a strike, correct?
Yes. I'm looking at the scoreboard there, so an 0-2 count.
Oh, look at that score. That's nice and lit up.
Yeah, we can just barely see that from our vantage point.
It's going to get better as the nights go to, as the data light goes down, though.
It will. 1-2 pitch, a called third strike. Good movement on the ball by Brooklyn Richardson. First strikeout of the game for her, out number 2. And that brings up the cleanup batter, the DP, Marinucci.
Got to tell you, I really like the Appo unis, too. The black with the white outline.
Yeah, good. Really, both these schools have the same school colors.
Yeah, they do. So it's nice to have something different, right?
Exactly. That one fouled back. So Marinucci in the hole, 0-1.
A lot of teams going to the black. I'm doing like three basketball uniforms this year for BSN with my teams going to black uniforms. Popular.
There's that pitch, gets a lot of movement on that, but that misses outside. So a 1-1 count on Marinucci. We're in the top of the first. Fitzgerald led off with a single to right center field, stole second base. That's where she is right now. There's one in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher, Maloney.
Not a deep backstop here, so it's, you got to be, if you're stealing, you got to make sure that ball's rolling to the right or to the left here. If not, it can bounce right back to the catcher, Maloney.
And you could be dead out. Oh, there's a shot deep left. And over in foul territory, making the catch, the left fielder, Layla Rock, and that will retire the side. Appoquinimink gets a hit. They strand a runner. So at the end of 1/2 inning, no score in the ball game. Caravel coming up to bat.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution. We are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit.
Getting ready for the bottom half of the first inning here, number 1 against number 2, here in high school softball in Delaware on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Appoquinimink at 14-0, Caravel 10-1. By the way, the rest of the top 10, Sussex Central is 3rd, DMA 4th, Red Lion is 5th, and they had a scare last night on senior night from Archmere winning that game 15-10. 6th ranked Middletown, 7 Cesar Rodney, 8 St. Mark's, 9 Laurel, and number 10 Delmarva Christian. Only this week and next week remaining in the regular season.
Wow. Going quick like we talked about.
Yeah, most teams only 4 or 5 games left. There's a shot and there's a base hit to lead off the game. Kendall Brown. And just like her counterpart, Fitzgerald from Amapo, she's on to lead off.
1 pitch, 1 hit. Didn't waste any time there, did she?
Yeah, she went right down and got that one. She golfed that one out into the left field.
That's what leadoff batters got to do, though.
Yeah.
Get on no matter what.
She'll be a threat to run. The catcher for Appoquinimink is Riley Duncan. Up to bat right now, Veronica Diamede at short. She takes one low for a ball. Savannah Laird in the circle for Appoquinimink. She's had a fine season.
I was going to say, yeah, she really has been dominant.
Swing and a miss. Boy, she had a lot of mustard on that one.
She gets a lot out of her lower half. She's not, the biggest. I mean, we've seen, pitchers like Frost at about 6 foot, different things like that. But she gets a lot of power out of that.
That one missed, so a 2-1 count on Diamede. That one also outside, so 3-1. And Brown showing no signs as of yet that she's going to take off and run. Laird's 3-1 delivery is ground
Back
ball
up
right
the
up
middle.
the middle through the box, and that's a base hit. Brown will hold it second. So 2 leadoff singles for Caravel Academy.
First and second.
And that brings up Moxley, the first baseman. Morgan Moxley. So as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Appoquinimink averaging in their 14 wins 12 runs a game, and Caravel averaging almost 11. There's a bunt. Third baseman fields it. Capellas over to first.
Great
They'll
bunt.
get that. Nice sacrifice, and it
That
moves 2
was.
runners up into scoring position.
That's nice. That's great small ball there. Laying that bunt down. There was no other option but to get the runner at first. Great execution there.
Yep. Cleanup hitter, Brooke Holdsworth. She's the designated player in this ball game, and she can take it deep. Takes one a little high in the zone for a ball.
Yeah, I don't know how you lay off that. That looks good coming up at the eyes there.
Well, those rise balls are so
I
hard
know.
to get, too.
Outside.
2-0. Michaela Walsh, the second baseman for the Buccaneers, is on deck. There's a called strike. 2-1 count to Holdsworth.
Got to put a ball in play somewhere here.
She fouls that one off right near the Appoquinimink dugout. So the count is even at 2-2 on Holdsworth.
But they got to get a run in. It's nice to jump out early, especially at home. Getting that early lead and then building off that momentum with your fans here too.
Pops it up
That's not
infield.
gonna
That's
do
not
it.
going to get a run home. That is going to be called, and the catch made by the shortstop, Julia Weglar. So now 2 outs, and that brings up Michaela Walsh.
See if she can get the job done.
Yeah, you're right. It's in this sport, it's so important to get a few runs early because these two teams, we talked about how well they play offensively. Well, they're pretty darn good at not allowing runs.
Correct.
Appoquinimink just 1 run a game, and Caravel 3 a game.
And
There's a fly
pop-up.
ball.
It's out of play, though.
Yep.
Oh,
Couldn't quite
had
get
a
over
chance,
there.
though.
Yeah. That was Izzy Rodriguez giving that a good look over there.
See if
Nothing
that
but a
hurt.
long strike, Nick.
See if that hurts. Usually after a missed opportunity.
Could. Laird's delivery, that one low. A ball and a strike to Michaela Walsh. Haley Greiko is on deck. Well, there's a
My
shot,
drive.
and there's
That's
at least
gonna do
one.
it.
They're going to send. They cut it. Throw to first.
Got her.
She's out, but
She's
a
out.
big two RBIs.
Two RBIs, yeah, correct.
From Michaela Walsh. So she will single, knock in two. We have one in the books, and Caravel's taking the early lead at 2-0 here on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Ferris Home Improvements did our roof, all of our siding, including our shed, and also the windows on the house. They did an outstanding job. Our house is warmer. It's insulated better. Our utility bills are down. Our quality of life inside the house is better. We got what we paid for. Ferris was right on top of everything from the beginning. The project managers communicated every single day that they were on the job, whether it was the roofers or whether it was the siding or the window people. All the guys that worked there were great. The girls on the phone, everybody that we talked to, they've been great to work with. I would recommend them to anybody. They take what they do personal, which is very nice. And it showed in the work that they did, the communication that they have, because they did a good job. And they did a good job for a good price. We couldn't have asked for anything better. Ferris Home Improvements did our roof, all of our siding, including our shed, and also the windows on the house. They did an outstanding job.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues.
All right, we're back, and there's a first pitch, fly ball, straightaway center, and that's put away by Kendall Brown. That was Lily Papelis, the third baseman, out number one here in the top of the second.
You got to love that as a pitcher, 1 strike, 1 out.
Yeah, that's efficiency.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Here's Rodriguez, the left fielder, Izzy Rodriguez for Appoquinimink. Caravel had 3 hits in the bottom half of the first to get 2 runs. Their first pitch, a called strike to Rodriguez.
And I talked about it. After that missed opportunity, that ball stays in play. I mean, don't get me wrong. It wasn't going to be an easy play. It's not like she should have caught it.
Yeah.
But sometimes that comes back and hurts you.
You were a fortune teller on that one. Nick the Greek.
I've seen enough games, that's all.
Ooh, a little off speed, fouled back. A ball and 2 strikes on Rodriguez. Russo, the first baseman, is on deck for the Jags. Caravel with an early 2-0 advantage here in this one. And missed outside, 2-2 count. We heard the PA announcer making the announcement before the game, and he announced that the ball game tonight was number 1 Appo against Caravel. He didn't say they were number 2. I think they're stung. They want number 1 back.
Oh, yeah. That would be you.
Well,
got to win tonight.
They're number 1 in our poll. I don't know about anybody else's rankings.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really, unfortunately, don't
Ground
pay
ball
attention.
right back to the pitcher. Richardson over to first and an easy second out.
No offense to anything like that. I just, we're so
Right.
busy with our stuff that
Right.
it's tough to try to. We only know when we hear it from the girls.
Yeah, right, exactly. Here's Brianna Russo, the Appo first baseman. 2 outs here. Nobody on, top of the second. Takes that low and hits a line drive right to first base. And what an efficient inning. I think she only threw 5 pitches. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the second with Caravel on top, 2-0. Back here, just about ready to go with the bottom of the second inning. Great crowd here tonight at Caravel Academy. You would expect that with great weather, a matchup of number 1 versus number 2. And plus the fact it's a night game.
Yeah, exactly. And like we talked about, you got 2 games going on here tonight between top-ranked teams. So, why not come out and enjoy a night? Because we probably won't be outside for the next 2 days.
No. Now it looks like rain's
I
coming
know,
in.
right?
But also the majority of the high school softball teams play 3:30, 4 o'clock, 4:15. You don't get to see a lot. You work all day, and hey, these fans can all watch the game here as well as places like Red Lion Christian Academy.
Where they have lights, it's great.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Haley Greco, the third baseman, starting things off for Caravel here in the bottom of the second. Takes one low for a ball. Caravel with 3 hits. Back-to-back singles to lead off their half of the first, and then a 2 RBI single by Michaela Walsh. Fouled back. Ball on a strike to Grego. Layla Rock on deck.
Made that nice running catch out there in left field in the first inning.
Yeah, almost all the way over in the corner.
Yeah.
High and outside for a ball. Count runs 2-1. I'm Glenn Fraser alongside Nick Halliday, and doing a great camera job for us here tonight, Craig Leskowski.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for Craig making
she
it
took
tonight.
that off-speed pitch
down
and
the
drilled
line.
it. And there's the 4th hit of the game for Caravel.
Seeing the ball well.
They are. And that's at least 2 batters that have gone down and taken that low pitch and drilled it.
The sun's setting right now. It's coming right in at them, but obviously when you're at home, you're used to that. So they know how to fight that off.
Runner on first is Grego. Here's Layla Rock. Called strike.
Caravel doing a good job first 2 innings of getting that leadoff runner on.
They sure are. And there's a
small
bunt.
Ball.
Nice bunt.
Nice.
Pellis fields it and throws the runner out at first. But again, another sacrifice is good, and that
Great
moves
bunt.
the runner into scoring position. Yeah.
No matter where they're at in the lineup, it looks like they're being taught. We saw the 3-hole hitter.
Right. Moxley
lay one down,
and now Layla
they have Rock doing it.
And here's the right fielder, Paige Richardson.
Is the other Richardson a 8th grader, a young girl? I think she's.
Well, Paige is a sophomore.
Okay, yeah.
Brooklyn is a junior,
Yeah.
and Leia is an 8th grader.
Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. I remember her, and we got some insight from the coach that she's going to be a tough player. Obviously, the younger one is always usually the toughest.
1-1 count, and then a called strike low in the zone. So Savannah Laird gets ahead in the count here, 1-2 on Paige Richardson with Grego at second base.
Strikeout's
swing
big.
and a miss.
That's
Rise
a big
pitch. Yep.
Yeah.
2 outs, and that brings up should be Brooklyn.
Talked about that rise ball. Looks good on the eyes coming in, like you just said, Glenn. It's tough to lay off that.
That one high in the zone, taken for a ball.
That one was a little too high on that.
Pitcher to pitcher. That one low and outside, ball 2. Leadoff batter, Kendall Brown is on deck. That one's high, so the count runs 3-0.
She's not being fooled by that rise ball.
No.
Then again, if you're a pitcher, you know.
Right. There's a called strike. Brooklyn was ready to go run down to first.
Yes, she was.
3-1 count. Let's see if Larry can battle all the way back. There's a swing.
Coming at us.
Fly ball.
Looks like it's over her head.
Yeah, she had a little English on that one. That'll get the run home. It's now 3-0. She's going to third, and she's going to have a triple. Brooklyn Richardson, now she wishes, hey, I was right. I don't want to take that walk.
No,
Let's take a
exactly.
triple.
Well, that was a great swing. I mean, you just went with the pitch there. You drive that ball where it's going to the outside, and that's going to get our first mound visit by Coach Timpson.
Yeah, Savannah Laird averages giving up 1 run per game, and already here in the second inning, Caravel has 3.
On 5 hits. It's not like they're just manufacturing it in some different way. They're hitting the ball. It's not errors. It's not anything. They're base hits. Everything's been clean.
And that was a shot there, and it got out here to the fence in a hurry.
Yeah, we could see that coming at us. Off the bat, that ball was just shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, Fitzgerald really didn't have much time to get back there and have a play on it.
It's tough coming off the right bat, too, because it's going away.
Yeah,
exactly.
Looking away from her.
Mm-hmm.
All right, top of the order, Kendall Brown, the center fielder, who singled and scored in the first.
Still got a runner on third. Got another chance at a tack on another run here.
Caravel making a statement early on in this one. Foul back. Ball and a strike. I think Caravel wants that number 1 ranking back. That one's high.
I love that. It's whiteboard material. We
call
it chalkboard material when we were young, right? But it's whiteboard material. They like that, putting that up there. Delaware Live, you guys have us at. We're not number 1. Everybody wants to be number 1 there.
Yeah. We heard it from the Appo girls a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Called. No, that's ball
4.
I thought that would look good, but first walk of the game. So, runner at first and third. What will Coach Johnson have on here?
Yeah, exactly, because, you're trying to do something to get a run without having to get the base hit if you can here. And maybe a throwing error or going down. She's all first
There
pitch.
she goes. That'll be not a stolen base. That'll be defensive indifference.
That it's still big, though, because a hit scores 2 now.
Right. And Diomede singled right up the middle in the first inning. Puts it in the air, foul. 2 strikes on Diomede. She's in the hole.
Fly ball again here for Laird to get out of this inning, or a ground ball.
Fly ball deep.
Oh, that's deep. That's coming to us.
Just got over the head of the center fielder. That's going to score 2. And there is a sliding double for Diomede and 2 more RBIs.
They're hot right now. I mean, they're just sitting on it.
Yeah, they're hitting the ball deep.
They're connecting. Every hit's been clean. Their sacrifices have been clean. They're just playing a perfect game right now.
3 hits this inning, 6 hits overall.
6 hits overall, yeah.
And they're being efficient. They've scored 5 runs off 6 hits. There's a changeup. That's drilled up the middle, and it gets past the center fielder. Another run scores. Moxley, stand up second. That'll be a single and then an error.
They're just trading spaces right now, Glenn. They're Elazar is just trying to get that run at home, and you make that mistake sometimes. You come up to throw before you actually, get the ball, and that ball sneaks through, and now we have another player, another runner in scoring position for Caravel.
For Brooke Holdsworth.
Your 4-hole hitter, right?
Yeah. Brooke lined out to the shortstop last time. Fouls that one back. Ball and a strike on Holdsworth.
1-1.
1-1. Already 6-0 here in the second inning in favor of Caravel. That one's low for a ball, 2-1. Drilled right through the left side. Base hit. They're going to send the runner. Strong throw to the plate.
Yeah.
But it was a little offline. Then the throw from the catcher goes into center, so Holdsworth moves up to second base. It was a strong throw from the left fielder, Izzy Rodriguez, but it was a little towards the
Yeah.
pitcher's mound circle.
Yep. Pulled her off the base a little bit.
So Holdsworth gets a single and an RBI, and she advances to second on the throw to the plate.
Again, another runner on second. Another run scored.
And already 7 runs, and we're going to have a runner in for Holdsworth. That'll be Olivia Rexroad, a senior. And at the plate is Michaela Walsh, who singled and drove in 2 runs last inning. And if she gets on, Caravel will have batted around here in the second inning.
Wow. Didn't see this coming.
No, did not.
I mean, again, both teams are, with the pitching of Laird, it's impressive. The bats tonight for Caravel.
Laird bounces that first offering to Walsh. 1-0 count to her. That looked like a good pitch from here, but it misses, so 2-0. And Caravel, Nick, has scored 4 runs here with 2 outs. It was just a 3-0 game with 2 outs in the inning. And
that's a deep shot
deep
again.
Shot. And Elazar
nice
will make
catch.
the catch about 5 feet from the fence in right center field to finally end that inning. But at the end of 2, it's Caravel 7 and Appoquinimink nothing. Back after this on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
But have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
you may have tried physical therapy,
But have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy.
Regulars have been enjoying Green Craft Bar and Kitchen since 2015 for award-winning food, great drink selection, and live music. Now it's your turn. Bring your friends and family to our locations in Newark, Kennett Square, and our waterfront locations on the C&D Canal and in Lewis. Even your dogs are welcome on our heated patios. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a weekend brunch that Elle Magazine said was one of the 50 best in the country, and find out for yourself what keeps people coming back to Green. Not a regular? Stop in and we'll make you one. Regulars have been enjoying Green Craft Bar and Kitchen since 2015 for award-winning food, great drink selection, and live music. Now it's your turn. Bring your friends and family to our locations in Newark, Kennett Square, and our waterfront locations on the C&D Canal and in Lewis. Even
Ready to go here in the top half of the 3rd inning. There's a slap. Shortstop can't handle it. And even if she did, I don't think she was going to get Elazar.
I was going to agree with you on that. Even if she did, Elazar, man, I mean, that's some speed.
Yeah.
Plus, you got 2 extra steps.
Yeah.
Coming out of the box on the left side.
Being a slap hitter. So I'm going to call that a single.
Oh, yeah.
Because even if she came up clean with that.
No, that's a single. I agree with you.
So Elazar at first. And now the pitcher Laird, and she hits a shot to deep left center field. Tracking as the left fielder, Layla Rock, and she makes the catch for out number 1. And we'll go to the top.
You know, just even trying to be a little bit more selective here might help Appo. You know, getting a few more pitches seen, going through the lineup. I mean, they're jumping on first pitch every time.
Well, here's the leadoff batter, Fitzgerald. She singled and stole second back in the 1st inning and was stranded right there. Shot right to the second baseman. They go to second, they get the lead runner, and that's all they're going to get. Fielder's choice for Fitzgerald.
First pitch swinging again.
Yep.
I mean,
Elazar goes out 4-6.
If that's their game plan, that's their game plan.
Right.
But Doesn't seem to be working right now.
Well, Fitzgerald stole second back in the first inning. Will she attempt one here? Fouled over and off the top of the dugout. Weglar's up to bat the shortstop. She went out unassisted to the pitcher back in the first inning. Appoquinimink trying to get something going here with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Down 7-0.
Yeah, I mean, this game's far from over, though. Just what we've talked about in the beginning when you know, each team averaging double figures. So, you know.
Caravel's well on their way.
Exactly.
There's a shot right at the first baseman, reaches up and makes the catch. That's Morgan Moxley. And again, the Jags will strand a runner as they did back in the first inning. We played 2.5. We go to the bottom of the third. Caravel coming up to bat with a 7-0 lead.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life. Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life.
All right, we're back here, bottom of the third inning. Glenn Fraser alongside Nick Halliday. Craig Liskowski on camera, and our umpiring crew tonight, Lee Bates, Kirk Kinslow, and Ryan Melson. And the first pitch from Laird was a ball to Greiko, who singled her only time at bat and scored a run. There's a fly ball. And the right fielder, Alexia Fitzgerald, calls off the second baseman and makes the catch. That's the first time that Appo's retired the leadoff batter here for Caravel.
Yeah, every time they've been on base and scored, right?
Exactly.
So,
going to get you updated when we get a chance on some other softball scores from today. Over at Hodson Tech, barely 2 miles from here, Archmere Academy picked up its 8th win of the season. They're 8-7, and they had a 10-run rule win in 6 innings over Hodson. Archmere did. Archmere won that one 12-1.
I mean, you talked about it. They just played red line tough, so.
They did. They only lost 15-10, and they had a lead in the 5th inning.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you were seeing in your article, comeback, red line comeback, or survives a threat.
Yep, they did it on senior night. 2 balls and a strike to Layla Rock. Layla sacrificed last inning. Nice bunt. So officially 0 for 0.
Yeah,
no plate
correct.
appearances.
Yeah.
That one's low in the zone, and that'll be a 3-1. I think I just saw where Indian River beat Laurel.
Wow.
It's a called strike, full count. That Henlopen South is pretty tough.
Yeah,
it is.
I've seen that.
Del Mar, Laurel, Indian River, then maybe just a half a step behind Lake Forest. Del Mar beat Lake today. There's a foul back. Count still full. Yeah, Lake fell to Del Mar today. And like I say, it looks like Laurel lost to Indian River.
With Hill pitching?
Wow. That was 9-3.
Wow, 9 runs on the Hill.
Yeah.
Battling here.
Yep. Keeps the count full with 1 out. Bases empty here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Caravel on top, 7-0.
Spoiled till you get something good, right?
Yes. Let's see if she gets a good one. Nope.
Oh, laid off.
Laid off that rise pitch, and there's the second walk of the game. Rock is a one-out base runner for Paige Richardson, who struck out last inning. Yeah, there really hasn't been much movement, 1 through 6 or 7 in our top 10 rankings for softball the last few weeks. The jostling has been at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So now, Laurel, I just inserted them in at number 9, I believe, this past week, and now they lose to Indian River. So, again, at the bottom, we're going to have some movement.
Yeah, again, like you just talked about, right? The jostling's going on down at the bottom half of our rankings.
Yep, and the top 10 rankings are all just for fun because the real deal gets started when the field of 24 is announced by DIAA.
And you got to go by all the points and all the good stuff, so, you know.
First pitch is outside for a ball. Now Savannah Laird just barely missing some spots here early in the game. There's a swing and a miss.
Not pitching bad. Honestly, they're just hitting.
Yeah, they've been dead on some and hit deep shots.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Page lays off that rise ball.
They're on to that, too. They're on to the rise ball.
2-1 count.
They've done some good film studying.
Another swing and a miss. Count runs even now, 2-2. It's going to be real interesting this year in the tournament, Nick. I think it's going to be wide open.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. I like baseball, too. I think
swing and a miss. And there's the second strikeout of the night. And out number 2 in this bottom of the third. That brings up Brooklyn Richardson, who tripled out here right in front of us in right field last inning and scored a run. And knocked in a run.
Drove that ball down here to right. One hop the fence. Great job by our cameraman Craig getting that one.
There's a strike. There's a foul. And quickly this time, Brooklyn's in the hole 0-2. Last time, remember, she had a 3-0 count.
Uh-huh.
Thought she walked. And then fortunately for her, the umpire called a strike, and then she progresses to triple.
Drove that 3-1 pitch out here to us.
This is outside. Ball and 2 strikes. Kendall Brown waiting on deck. She's walked, singled, and scored 2 runs. Here's the delivery, and that rise ball misses and gets past the catcher, Riley Duncan, and down to second base goes Layla Rock. 2-2 count. Pitcher to pitcher here. Savannah Laird to Brooklyn Richardson.
Umpire Lee Bates looks like he's going back there to get some new softballs. They've been fouled over into the baseball field, and someone has to go get those.
Long run because you got a lot of fence in the way here.
Yeah.
Count holds at 2-2. 2 outs here. Runner in scoring position at second. And there's a swing at a rise ball. That will end the third inning. 3 innings in the book, and it's number 2, Caravel 7, number 1, Appoquinimink nothing here on Delaware Live, brought to you by 302 Sports.
High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
Haley Watlington will lead it off for Appoquinimink here in the top of the 4th inning, and Jags looking to get something going here. That is fouled out of play. Watlington struck out back in the 1st inning. She'll be followed by Marinucci and Papelis. Meat of the order for the Jaguars, who have just 2 hits against Brooklyn Richardson.
Yeah, it's kind of impressive, though. I mean, great job by Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
You know, pitching the way she is, keeping these batters. You know, really, she's not throwing much because their first pitch swinging a lot here. So
that one high in the zone. So Watlington being a little more patient this at bat has it run the count to 2-1. Swings and just got it over the outstretched glove of the second baseman.
Nice try.
Yeah, good try by Walsh. But there's the 3rd hit of the game for Appoquinimink, and a leadoff runner here in the top of the 4th for Marinucci, the DP.
That's what they need. They got to be selective, get good pitches, hit what they can hit. You know, try to drive it into the hole somewhere, and get these runners on.
Marinucci flied out to deep left, her first at bat back in the 1st inning. That was the one you said was a good running catch by Layla Rock.
Yeah, it's tough going her over there into the fence there in that corner. And she did. She made a nice catch.
That ball just a little bit high and outside for a ball. Marinucci ahead in the count now, 2-0. There's a called strike. 2-1 count to Marinucci. Runner at first is Watlington. High fly
Deep
ball,
drive.
deep center, and that is gone, and Appoquinimink's on the board. It's a 7-2 ball game, and that was way out of here.
Wow, that was. You can say that again.
Jaguars are on the board now, down 7-2. Nobody out here in the top of the 4th, and that'll bring up Lily Papelis, who flied out to center field, her first at bat.
Boy, she crushed that one, didn't
She did.
Dead center field. Actually, a little right center, but that's a deep shot out here.
Yeah. Right out here into the fan base out here. A
Looked
lot
like
of fans.
It might have been her mom. She kind of was extremely excited. She's getting a lot of hugs, so could be mom.
Well, I think we do have some Appo moms out here.
We do.
At Caravel, they have a nice section of bleachers right behind home plate, but a lot of people will sit and stand out here.
Oh yeah,
around the outfield
great
fence.
view out here.
And it looks like we're making
They
a
made
change.
pitching change?
Wow. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's number 10.
All right, so coming into pitch now will be Casey Zanitis, a sophomore.
Okay.
So she will take over here in the top of the 4th with nobody out.
We'll see how that plays into this. I'm curious. Richardson's been their starter all year?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. After a 2-run home run.
So Richardson goes 3.
Go with the change, huh?
And she gives up 2 runs on just 4 hits.
Unless coach's strategy is just to keep them off balance, and you're going to see a different pitcher every 2 innings once they do start to get hits. But I don't know. Maybe it's a conversation after the game. We'll find out what his strategy is.
Yes. So Zanitis, the new pitcher in the circle. She will face Lily Papelis.
Nobody out?
No outs. That one low for a ball.
She's just hanging out. There you go.
I can see her head in my binoculars. There's
Oh,
a rip and
another
a
one.
shot. That one's deep and a
Oh,
nice
wow.
catch in left field by Layla Rock. She got spun around, but she made the catch.
Yeah, that's tough. Broke to the right. Ball comes back to your left. You got to come across your body. Nice job staying with that. Rock makes another catch again.
And that ball had a lot of movement
It
on
did.
it off the bat.
Yeah.
That brings up Rodriguez, the left fielder. She went out pitcher to first, her first time up. She swings at the first pitch and fouls it back.
It's black. It's hidden in there. I know. People can't see it. So many people here tripping off cords and stuff.
Oh. And that was bounced up there for a ball. So a ball and a strike to Rodriguez. Ground ball softly hit to second. Throw over to first. So Zanitis comes in and retires the first two batters she faced.
Mm-hmm. That was his game plan.
Yeah, I guess. Randy Johnson knows what he's doing.
Yeah. He's been around this game longer than I have, so.
2 outs. That brings up Russo, the first baseman. She went out unassisted to the first baseman. So she's 0 for 1. It's a called strike low in the zone.
That's a nice pitch right there. Right on the knees.
So maybe Randy Johnson felt like, wait a minute, second time through for some of these batters. That one's fouled and just
out of reach.
Out of the reach of everybody. So no 2 count on Russo. Yeah, maybe he figured, you know what, they're catching up to Brooklyn, or they figured her out. So yeah, you're right. You're right. Let's give them something else to look at.
Yeah. I'm guessing that's it because she's pitching good. I mean, still got a 5-run lead.
Ball and 2 strikes to Russo. Elazar is on deck. She had that slap single to short. Called
And
strike.
that's right down.
1, 2,
pipe.
3 for Zanitis coming in relief, and that's the top of the 4th. But Apu gets on the board on a 2-run dinger by Marinucci. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Caravel up 7-2 here on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Here we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and the leadoff batter, Kendall Brown, up there. She's walked in singles, scored twice. Called strike from Savannah Laird.
That's clutch when you talk about a leadoff batter. On twice, scored twice.
That's called doing your job. There's a shot.
No.
That's over the head of the outfielders. It hits the base of the fence. Racing to second, and she'll get there with a stand-up double. Kendall Brown 2 for 2 now.
The power at the leadoff spot.
And that's key for Caravel after finally giving up a couple of runs to Appoquinimink to come right back.
Yeah, that's a good thing to answer right there after giving up those 2. Try to keep the foot on the gas pedal.
Here's Diomede. She's 2 for 2. She has 2 RBI. She's scored twice. She hits a shot out here towards us. Just can't get it.
Gets by her.
Just outstretched from Fitzgerald.
Look at
Runner
the speed.
scores, and she'll be in there with a triple.
Wow, look at that speed there.
So Diomede now 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs.
That's hit 10. 10 hits now on the night for Caravel.
Now Brian Timpson's going to come out, and I wonder if this might be it.
I think he's making the change.
McCatherine is the other pitcher that they have that they normally would bring in.
I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't mix it up at this point. You know?
I think we're just having a
nice meeting
in the circle.
But they are hitting, you know, her pretty good. So, but
yeah,
Laird is a good pitcher.
She is.
Let's not take anything away from her. I mean, Caravel's just looking good, but they do have someone warming up.
I think that's probably McCatherine. So now it's 8-2. Caravel already gets 1 back, and they have Diomede at third with nobody out for Moxley, who singled and scored a run. And she laid down a sac bunt. First pitch is a ball. Must have missed outside.
Yeah.
2-0.
Crowd just keeps getting bigger and bigger here. I mean, look at all the teams showing up because, like you said, most of them play during the day, and now you get to come watch a night game. I mean, that's a boys baseball team over there. Can't see who it is. See the Appo boys team here.
Yeah.
Just saw DMA girls softball show up.
Called strike, so a 2-2 count as Laird has battled back here on Moxley. Ground ball right back to Laird. Good. She looks the runner back and gets the out.
Great play.
Yep. First out of the inning. That brings up Holdsworth. She's singled as an RBI. Eight to 2 here in the bottom of the fourth. Caravel leading number 1 Appoquinimink, the undefeated Jags. That one just a little low for a ball. Jaguars are the only unbeaten team in our top 10. They may be the only unbeaten team in the whole state at 14-0. That one's fouled back.
Brings that count even. 1-1.
Yeah, from the pitch. And coming in and making the catch is Watlington, the second baseman. That's a big out, too, because now you got, look, the runner's going to try to score. The catcher wasn't paying attention. And they get the run.
No time called.
That's just heads-up play by Caravel.
Wow.
So they get the run in anyhow after the second out.
We were just about to talk about that. Well, now they're coming together. They're going to say, you know, the play was over. We had timeout. Can she advance, not advance?
Well, she
see.
Can't advance if somebody had timeout. We'll have to see what this call is.
I mean, I don't know how you can advance there anyway. I feel like it's an automatic timeout there. I mean, if you want to know the truth.
Well, the catcher, Riley Duncan, had
taken.
And
he's cleaning off the plate. So,
was he?
Yeah, he was out cleaning off the plate.
Well, that I didn't see. Now, Brian Timpson wants to hear what the umpires have to say.
Yeah, I mean, after a play like that, everybody's already moving back. He's out about to wipe the plate off. I don't know how you can let that run go, but
looks like it's going to stand.
Like they're going to.
So that makes it 9-2. So the 2 runs, Appo finally had gotten on the board and cut it to 7-2, and Caravel comes right back and gets those 2 back.
He races them away.
Michaela Walsh up to bat now. She is singled and flied out to center, and she hits a bomb, but I think she might have got under it a little bit too much.
Staying in. Oh.
And a little miscommunication there, but finally caught by Elazar, the center fielder, to end the inning. And that base running right there, that was big because they could have been Appo could have been out of here with just the 1 run. Instead, they stole one from them.
They did.
5 4 innings in the books. We go to the top of the 5th right after this.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-482.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is a perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
All right, we have 4 innings in the books. Both teams scored 2 runs in the 4th, so it's a 9-2 lead for Caravel Academy. And up to bat now is Elazar, the Appo center fielder. She singled her only time up. That was that slap shot we saw down to short.
Yeah, she got down that line quick. Strike one.
Laird is on deck.
Oh,
held that bat back, and that's a ball.
That was a nice pitch, though.
Yeah, we're at a little bit of a rough angle.
Yeah.
To see inside outside.
I hear you.
And that one's low for a ball.
We can tell when that happens.
Yeah. 2-1 count. There's a slap right at third baseman. Couldn't handle it. She's there.
You're just not getting her anyway.
That's the same thing she did first time up. So a leadoff runner again for Appo.
You got to clean that. You got to get that completely clean, and you better have a rocket because she is fast.
Laird flew out to deep left her first time up. With that kind of speed, I'm wondering if Elazar might be thinking second base here. But when you're down by 7 runs, I don't know whether you want to think that. Called strike to Laird. Top of the order on deck in Fitzgerald. Laird topped that one, and it'll go foul.
Looks like it might have went off her foot. She's kind of dancing around a little bit.
Savannah Laird in the hole now. No balls and 2 strikes. Leadoff batter, Elazar at first base. Oh, 0-2 pitch, took a little something off of it, grounds out to the pitcher. Speedy Elazar will move up to second base.
Get the out at first, though?
Yep, take the automatic out, right? So Elazar at second, 1 out. That brings up Fitzgerald, 1 for 2 in the game. Singled and hit into a fielder's choice. Oh, she hits a shot right at the left fielder.
Though.
Boy, she was positioned perfectly.
Yep.
And Layla Rock makes the catch.
Mm-hmm. She's been Johnny on the spot tonight out there.
Second out of the inning. That brings up the shortstop, Weglars. 0 for 2 in the game. 2 outs now with Elazar at second. Fouls that one back. Just an impressive game so far offensively for Caravel.
Correct. You can say that again. And nothing that they've hit has been cheap.
Ground ball right to first, bobbles it, and they're
one's
not going
there.
to get her. And, they're got to throw her to third. Getting back safely is Elazar. Came around that bag just a little bit too far.
Umpire Ryan Melson right on top of that.
So now runners on the corners with 2 outs for the Jags. That brings up the second baseman, Watlington. She singled and scored last inning on the home run by Marinucci, and Marinucci's on deck.
Running out of chances here. You got to start getting some runs somewhere.
Called strike. Weglars looked like she was going to go ahead and take second, but with 2 outs, I think she's going to stay put. And there she goes, swinging a miss, but
Coming
there's no
home.
contact, coming home and safe. And now going over to third is Weggs.
Wow.
Okay, the Jags get another run back, make it 9-3. Weglars at third.
Heads up play.
It was.
And we talked about that. I mean, Duncan or Maloney, is there, and that ball bounces off the cage, and she's got time to actually try to pick that up and dive to get the runner coming home. That's how small that backstop is.
0-2 count on Watlington. Shot right through the middle. There's another run for the Jags. That'll make it 9-4. And here comes Marinucci, who hit a deep home run last inning.
You got nowhere to put her right now with that runner being on first. So
yeah, it's a 9-4 game. Yeah, if she could smoke another one, now you're talking about a 3-run game.
Exactly. Could be interesting.
Let's see how they pitch to her. Because she hit the homer off of Brooklyn Richardson. This is Zanitis, the other pitcher. Called strike.
Started off with a little changeup there.
Ground ball
Base
right through
hit.
the middle. And they're just going to hold up at second base here with 2 outs. So another hit from Marinucci. And that brings up Papelis. She's 0 for 2. She's flied out to left and to center. And the one she hit to left field was pretty deep. Nice running catch on that by Layla Rock. Actually, I think both times she's had good running catches on Papelis.
Yeah, when you got to hope it's a bat or just one of those start to fall. You don't want to change your swing.
Catcher Maloney out to talk to Zanitis. And Brian Timpson will take the opportunity to pull his base runners and his batter over and talk things over. And Nick, we're almost getting to the point in the evening where I'm about ready to put on another layer.
I was feeling it on my feet, if you want to know the truth, sir. Feeling it on the feet, getting a little cold, a little chilly.
Get a little damp like it did last night.
Yep, exactly.
Watlington at second base, Marinucci at first, Papelis at the plate. Pretty big batter in the game right now.
It is.
For Appo.
It is. You're correct.
There's a shot.
Smoked it.
Right down the
Foul
line, but went
ball.
foul. Just out in front of that one.
That's a game changer right there, if that thing's fair. She was sitting dead red on that, though. Just a little out in front.
Nothing but a strike right now on the scoreboard.
That's true.
That's low for a ball.
And there goes the
are gonna
runners.
advance, and they do. So now they're both in scoring position.
See if she can come up with a big hit here. Hit scores, too, like we talked about.
Right.
You got a 3-run
Then
game.
you got a new game. Appo dugout coming alive a little bit now, and now I don't know what that timeout is.
Talk to the
Oh,
pitcher.
Randy Johnson. I see him walking out.
I don't think that's Randy, is that?
No, it's
He
not.
has a white hat on.
Yeah, you're right. Pitching coach could be.
Now, and remember, that doesn't count as 2 visits because the catcher came out to talk and you're allowed to do that once a game. Now, if one of the coaches does come back out, then you'd have to make your pitching change.
All right, the little meeting in the circle is over. So here's the situation. It's a 9-4 lead for Caravel. 2 outs. Appo has runners at second and third. And we've got a 2-ball, 1-strike count on Elazar.
1-1.
On Papelis.
2-1 now. You're right.
That time I was the Glenn the Greek.
You were.
Papelis.
Got
under it.
That's trouble.
Got under it. It's shallow, and it is going to be caught by the shortstop. Diomede gets out there and makes a big catch for Caravel.
It is.
Yep, we'll go to the bottom of the 5th with the Buccaneers leading the Jags 9-4.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Next to the bottom of the 5th. Caravel on top by a score of 9-4. First pitch. Foul back. That's a strike on Grigo.
Just talked to her uncle, Mr. Krygo. It's Brandon's dad from William Penn Baseball. I was asking him, I said, I didn't know you had a daughter. He said, no, it's my niece. But Mr. Krygo, always a nice guy to talk to.
Just a little bit high in the zone. 1-1 count. Glenn Fraser alongside Nick Halliday. And running camera for us, Craig Liskowski.
Doing a great job today. He's got a great spot.
Yeah, I think he's having fun over there.
Oh, yeah, he's good. He's a good cameraman.
Laid off, but that's a called strike. A ball and 2 strikes. Savannah Laird has recorded 3 strikeouts. She's issued 2 walks. There's a ground ball right back to her. Easy play over to first, and there's the first out of the bottom of the 5th.
Tell you what, she doesn't have a problem fielding her position. I'll tell you that.
You know, with the exception of the leadoff double and triple last inning by Brown and Diomede, I think Laird has settled in a little bit.
Yeah. Yep.
1 out. That brings up Layla Rock, the left fielder, who's sacrificed and walked. So officially, she's 0 for 0. Takes a called strike.
Yeah, Laird's definitely settled in a little bit up there.
Rock laid back on that one. 1-1 count.
Hitting her spots a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Changing it up. That rise ball was going a little too high.
Missed outside, 2-1. Paige Richardson on deck. As we're down near the bottom of the lineup. That one's fouled out of play.
Going on to the baseball field.
Count even at 2-2. Next game for Appoquinimink will be Saturday against Newark Charter. weather permitting. There's a foul ball, and that will get out of play.
Yeah, they're moving games right now and changing times on some things.
Are you?
Depending on the weather, yeah. Goldie just basically said that they're going to move it to Sunday for their doubleheader baseball game tomorrow, but they're going to leave it up to 7 a.m. now, but I don't see anything changing with this weather.
Another foul over the Appo dugout. Yeah, and now these high school teams have till next Saturday to get all their regular season games in.
Okay, yeah. Wow, I can't believe it's the end of the regular season
Yeah,
already.
boy, she changed up, and coming in and making the catch right at her knees is the right fielder, Fitzgerald, for out number 2. And that brings up Paige Richardson, who is 0 for 2. She struck out both at bats against Laird. Yeah, so Appo's scheduled to play Newark Charter Saturday, and then their 2 games next week to finish the regular season are with cross-district rival Middletown. That should be a good game.
Yeah, exactly.
That Middletown ranks 6th in the state.
Well, Newark Charter's not a pushover either.
No,
you know?
they're not. They've been kind of up and down.
Up and down, yeah.
And the other game they have is Smyrna, and Smyrna's having an off year. Caravel is supposed to play Hodson tomorrow, Cape on Saturday, and then they finish with Red Lion, Laurel, and Indian River.
Well, they don't have far to go for that one, huh? Whether they're playing here or Hodson, it's not far down the road.
No.
Not far at all.
Well, let me tell you, those 3.
Look at Timpson up there dancing.
Yeah, and he will do it. He will do it. And I tell you what, Nick, the 3 games next week that the Buccaneers have scheduled, Red Lion, Laurel, and Indian River, those are all 3 quality opponents.
That's not, and then if you have a couple of far road trips, that's a tough 3 games.
All right, we're finally ready to go. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Paige Richardson up. First pitch right down the middle, called strike. Pitcher to pitcher right now, or it was pitcher to pitcher. Paige Richardson, or no, this is the sister. Brooklyn's on deck.
Gotcha.
There's a swing and a miss.
There's so many of them, right?
Yeah, there's 3.
There's 3, I know.
0-2 count here. Laird to Paige Richardson. She's already struck her out twice tonight, looking for number 3 right here to end the 5th inning. Rise ball.
Didn't bite on that one.
Nope. 1-2 count.
Looks like the soccer game's over, so our crowd's multiplying.
Swing and a miss. Strikes her out for the 3rd time, and that ends the 5th inning. Go to the top of the 6th. It's a 5-run lead for Caravel, 9-4 over Appo. We'll be back after this.
Your dogs are welcome on our heated patios. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a weekend brunch that Elle Magazine said was one of the 50 best in the country, and find out for yourself what keeps people coming back to Grain. Not a regular? Stop in and we'll make you one.
2-2. Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239.
We're back here, top of the 6th inning, and Caravel with a 5-run lead at 9-4. And leading off here for Appoquinimink is Rodriguez, the left fielder, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Takes the ball. Zanitis in the circle. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Appoquinimink running out of outs.
Exactly. Yeah. Gotta get a few here. If not, as many as you can. But you gotta get a couple to cut into this lead.
That one's in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike to Rodriguez. Russo is on deck, and then Elazar. And Elazar's been on both times in the game. She's hit slaps to the left side, and I'll tell you, if you don't come up with it cleanly, you have no shot at getting her out.
No, you're right. It's like an automatic hit.
That's low for ball 3.
Yes, it is.
So a 3-1 count on the leadoff batter for Appoquinimink here in the top of the 6th.
Get on any way you can here. That's what you got to do.
Ground ball. Oh, right through the 5-hole. I don't know if that's going to go down as an error.
Yeah, it went right between her legs.
E4, but the Jags with the leadoff runner here on at the top of the 6th. That brings up Russo, the first baseman. She's 0 for 2. Russo plays position number 3, and she wears number 3 on her uniform.
Wonder if that's a coincidence.
She takes one low for a ball. Nick, it makes it easy for your scoring.
Correct, right? We'll take anything we can get, right? Any extra
Any edge.
Any extra edge.
Ground ball, right side.
Trouble.
They've only got to play it first, and that goes wild. The runner will move over to third.
She might have had a
man,
okay.
almost got her back at it.
I know, but I just realized that she was a little bit up the line. I was thinking the same thing, like tag her, you know.
There's another error for Caravel here in this inning. So now Appa with runners on the corners and nobody out, and here's Elazar, who's reached both times with slap hits. And if you're Coach Timpson, do you want to go ahead and take a shot trying to steal second base here?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
And get them both in scoring position for Elazar.
The problem with Elazar's hit is it comes right to the third baseman.
It goes to the
and
left
then
side.
You have the runner running home at third. That could potentially hurt unless she doesn't hit it right.
She slaps a hard one, but foul.
First 2 times she tried to get that high bounce to give her time to get down there, and that one she kind of slapped that to make it a little harder. If the third baseman's up, you get it past her.
Right.
And she's way up right now. Papelis.
Oh, she gets a
she goes
soft
the other
slap.
side. You're not going to
They're
get her
going to try
home.
to come home, and she's safe. And that,
that's a hit. Well, fielder's choice.
Fielder's choice.
Yeah, it's a fielder's choice.
But she gets an RBI there.
And
still nobody out
Coach.
here at top of the 6th.
Randy Johnson's out now.
I wonder if he'll switch things up again. The runner held at second. That's Russo. Elazar's at first, and here's Laird, and then the top. Nobody out. Appoquinimink trying to rally here in the 6th inning.
Hey, did you see my text? Yeah. They just changed. Derek texted me and said they moved the games to Sunday. Yeah. And then he just texted me and said now they're waiting to make the call at 7 a.m. because the rain's not supposed to start till noon.
Long meeting in the circle for Caravel. I'm surprised the umpires haven't gone out and broken this up.
That's a good question. I would assume 2 7s. I mean a 9 and a 7, but or 2 9s actually.
All right, here we go. The meeting
back
in the circle is now over. Appoquinimink trying to rally late in the game. They have runners at first and second, nobody out. It's 9-5 here in the top of the 6th. The batter, the pitcher, Savannah Laird.
She's got a strike.
No, she doesn't.
I know, it's on the board.
It was left up from the last batter. There's the third and a second.
Okay.
It should be 1 ball and no strikes.
Okay. Because I see that's what I thought same thing. I looked at the board right before.
That scoreboard's wrong.
Okay. They'll eventually catch up.
That's a strike. Now it's 1-1. And scoreboard
they
says
got
1-2, but that's not right. The
It's okay.
The home plate ump should get that rectified. He could just hold up the fingers. That's a ball high in the zone. 2-1 count to Laird. On deck, the leadoff batter, Fitzgerald. And now it's 2-2. Now there's no doubt, Nick.
Yeah, they can't put 3 up there.
Laird trying to help her cause here. Zanitis with the delivery. Ground ball, that one's foul. She's out in front of it.
Spoiled it.
Timing off just a little bit.
That's a changeup. That's a nice little changeup
Yeah.
she's got coming in there.
Yep. Here's the 2-2 delivery. High in the zone, the count runs full. Full count to Laird. Fitzgerald on deck.
Brings up the tie and run if
she
gets on.
Yeah. She goes down and fouls off one. Runners will return to the bags. That's Russo at second, Elazar at first. Outfield pretty deep for Caravel. Laird takes a ball four.
Wow.
The bases are juiced. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. And it's the top of the order for Appoquinimink. Right fielder Fitzgerald. He's 1 for 3 in the ball game.
Right where you want to be. Have a chance at a comeback here. It's top of the lineup. Good opportunity here. Bases loaded, no outs. Uh-oh.
Long drive.
Nope.
Left field. That'll be
Get
caught.
one.
Tagging up and scoring is Russo from third. First out of the inning, but that cuts the lead
3
to 9-6. On a sac fly by Fitzgerald. It brings up Weglars. First out of the inning. The other base runners did not move up, so Elazar still at second and Laird at first. Weglars was showing bunt. It's a called strike.
I would have that would have been my game plan here too. Give her an opportunity to get down there to first base, pull that third baseman up so you can get the runners over in their scoring position. I wouldn't be surprised if that's not what we're doing here.
They're really up on the corners. Swinging away. Ground ball through the middle. Another run will score. Runners hold it first and second. Now they'll move up.
And she's out.
Out at third.
Oh. And I'm not sure I would have done that. I would have stayed at first and second. With your top of the lineup up, no reason to run up there, but not sure what the call was.
Wegs at second base. She gets credit for a single and an RBI. But Laird is out at third for the second out.
Still got a runner in scoring position here.
Right.
But that's why I would have kept the first and second.
Watlington has singled her last 2 times up. She's 2 for 3 tonight. Swings over top of the first pitch.
Another reason I would have stayed at first and second.
Because
she can score from second on a base hit.
It's just a 2-run game now here. We're late in the ball game in the top of the 6th. Ground ball left side. Shortstop has it. Throw to first. And Caravel's out of the inning, but Appo puts 3 up. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 2-run game with Caravel on top, 9-7 on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 6th inning here. It's now a 2-run game at Caravel between number 1 and number 2. Number 2 on top. Last score of 9-7 at the bottom of the order. First pitch is a ball. That one's high for ball 2.
Laird's confidence is definitely going up as the game has progressed. After that second visit, she's been pretty good.
There's a swing at a high pitch. 2 balls and a strike to the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Fouled off. Count runs 2-2.
We got a shortage of softballs across the nation, so we need all those thrown back in. Dudley's still haven't come in yet.
There's a pop-up going left side.
It's a tough play, though.
And I went out of play. So it's still 2-2. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Appoquinimink was shut out the first 3 innings, but they scored 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and 3 there in the 6th. Caravel had that big second inning where they scored 5.
This is the place to be. Look at the crowd. It's just growing.
Yeah. Change up miss, so the count goes full. These two teams usually draw a pretty good night game crowd here at Caravel. They're always good, both teams. That one's low, ball 4.
Good at bat. We're getting
And the batter that time was Zeta Rock, a freshman.
Looks like we're getting another change. Randy's out there talking to Lee at home plate. Oh, runner.
Yep. Gonna bring a runner in. Appears to be number 27. That's Leah Richardson, an 8th grader. And the top of the order for Caravel. They've done most of the damage here tonight. Kendall Brown is 2 for 2 with a walk. She's doubled, singled, and scored all 3 times she's been up to bat. Takes the first pitch for a
and
strike.
they send the 8th grader right away.
And she gets a stolen base. So in scoring position.
On a strike, too.
Brown fouls that one back, so she's in the hole 0-2 against Laird. But she's had very good success tonight against Savannah.
Yeah, 3, like you said. Hit that double down off the wall, left field wall, last at bat.
It's another long one, way out of play. Well, you look up on the scoreboard and you see 9 runs for Caravel. Well, 6 of the 9 are scored by Brown and Diomede.
Wow. Yeah. That's productivity from the top.
Just missed outside. Ball and 2 strikes. Diomede, the aforementioned, is on deck, and she's 3 for 3. She's singled, doubled, and tripled. She'll be going for the home run in the cycle.
There you go. We had her on the show. She's a charismatic player.
One of the key players in that championship win last year. So was this player, Kendall Brown. She skies that one. Shortstop out there makes the catch. That's the first time tonight that Savannah Laird's been able to retire Kendall Brown.
Yeah, that's big too.
First out of the inning, that brings up Diomede. 3 for 3, scored 3 runs, has 3 RBIs.
Nice stat line going for her.
Yeah. Showed bunt, pulled it back.
And there goes the runner.
Yep, without a throw. So this 8th grader's pretty fast. 2 stolen bases.
Yeah, I've heard some peeps and murmurs out of the Caravel people about the 8th grader.
And that one's going to go out of play.
Yeah. Back out.
Ball and a strike. on Diomede. Yeah, so now all three Richardsons have made an appearance in the game
That's
tonight.
it. Yeah, Mom and Dad are happy. They got their fill tonight, right?
The young daughter, the 8th grader, gets in there. There's a called strike as a courtesy runner, and she promptly steals second and third.
2 strikes now, though.
Yep, a ball and 2
Diomede.
strikes on Diomede. Moxley on deck. Ground ball. Backhanded, no. Thought
Gets
Watlington
through.
was going to backhand that one, and she couldn't handle it.
It's a big run.
Yep.
Really is. Two run is a little different than a 3 run.
Yeah, 10-7 now.
And she pretty much walked home. I
Yeah.
mean, stole second, stole third, and, she's going home on any hit, especially a ground ball.
Moxley up. She's 1 for 2. And they're
away.
taking off for another steal. Throws way off the mark. Easy steal for Diomede. The
Strike
pitch was a
one.
called strike. Yeah, Moxley laid down a sack bunt in the first inning and singled, scored a run, and grounded out. Pitcher to first base. Fouls that one back.
Apple's got to pay attention here.
Yeah, you can't fall asleep.
No, these base runners, like you said, Randy Johnson has them ready. We already saw him steal home one time, and then they stole third just a couple minutes ago.
Pitch is wide. Ball and 2 strikes on Moxley. Brooke Holdsworth on deck. Ooh, swung at a high one out of the zone. And there's a strikeout.
Up in the eyes. That's a tough pitch to take.
Second out of the inning, that brings up the DP Holdsworth, who's 1 for 3 in the game. He's singled and has an RBI.
Got a great picture of Mr. Kirk Kinslow there, first base umpire. He doesn't realize it.
First pitch low and outside to Holdsworth for a ball. Diomede at second base. Any kind of hit, she's probably going to score easily.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
And there's a shot.
And
But
it's
played
caught.
nicely by the left fielder and caught by Appo's Izzy Rodriguez for the final out of the 6th inning. But a
There we
big
go.
run, a big
It
run
is.
there. Makes it 10-7. And we go to the 7th here on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fan wear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
There you go.
Here we go, last inning. Unless we get things tied up, and the
Base
leadoff
hit.
batter puts one right through the middle for a single. That's Marinucci, who has homered, singled twice now, and is 3 for 4 in the game.
First pitch swinging. Haven't changed their approach yet.
That brings up Papelis, 0 for 3 in the game, but she's hit the ball hard almost every time. Appoquinimink trying to rally here in the top of the 7th, down 3. That one's low for a ball. Brooklyn Richardson went the first 3 innings. Zanitis has pitched the last 3, now into her 4th.
Mm-hmm. And Appo's got to be smart here. Every run counts. Every base runner counts.
Yeah, there's another one.
Oh,
that's going to roll
far away.
all the
She's
way up
going.
the first base
Not
side. There's
doesn't
the
even
throw,
bring that
and that's
ball
in the
away.
left field, so she's going to score. And that's
Wow.
tough stealing a run.
That is.
So
You're
now
correct.
it's a 2-run game.
That's big.
2 errors on that play by Caravel.
That's what can happen with that short backstop is it hits one of those poles and kicks, and that did. It kicked all the way, halfway up the first base line.
You mentioned that earlier, that it's not a whole lot of distance
No.
between home plate and the backstop, but if you get a kick down the line, you can go ahead and take an extra bag.
Exactly, and that's what she did there. And then the throwing error. And
Yeah. Marinucci scores, so it's 10-8. Nobody out. 2-0 count on Papelas, looking for her first hit of the game.
Well, you just erased that extra run there, so a
Yeah,
little bit of confidence for you for Appo. Both teams about reaching their scoring average here.
Yeah. That one's low for ball 3.
That's
So
3-0.
Zenitis is 1 pitch away from putting Papelas on.
And bringing the tying
Run to the plate.
with no outs.
Here's the 3-0 delivery. That one right down the middle, called strike. Papelas taken all the way,
Oh, yeah.
as you would expect.
Probably taken again because the pressure's on the pitcher, not you as the batter here.
She's
Nope.
swinging right to the third baseman. Backhands it nicely. Throw across the diamond and gets Papelas.
Yeah, I would have taken there, to be honest with you.
First out of this 7th inning. That brings up Rodriguez. She scored a run in the last inning. 10-8 ball game. Low for a ball. Russo is on deck. Rodriguez and Russo both reached last inning on errors and scored.
They're going to need to in order for this game to continue in this inning.
There's a swing and a miss. A ball and a strike on Rodriguez. 1 out here, base is empty. 10-8 lead for Caravel. Right down the middle,
Yes.
called strike.
Strike 2.
Ball and 2 strikes.
Nice pitch.
There's a ground ball, and that's going to go foul up the third base line. You know, we kind of thought coming into this one here tonight with number 1 against number 2, this could very well be a preview of the state championship game.
Yeah.
It could be. There are a lot of other teams
There
that are
are.
going to have something to say about it.
That's true. But these are our top 2 offensive teams in the state right now, so.
Low for a ball. Well, Rodriguez showed pretty good
Yeah.
discipline
Yeah.
to take that.
I agree.
2-2 count on her. Russo on deck. And
Oh,
there's a
that's
little
down the line.
bloop shot that's fair down the right field line. And she'll hold it first. And that brings up Russo, the tying run at the plate.
Great at bat.
It was. Showed a lot of discipline.
And then goes with the pitch. That pitch is high and outside.
Right.
You just poke
Just
it over there and
dump it out in right
yeah,
field.
Correct. She tries to pull that. It's a ground ball up the middle, and most of the time it's a easy out.
Russo called strike.
Tying run is at the plate.
Sophomore Zenitis is in the circle for Caravel. That's fouled and just gets to the fence.
2 big strikes.
Yep, Zenitis has Russo in the hole here now. She's ahead of her with no balls and 2 strikes. Elazar's on deck. Now, she's got on the last 3 times. And she scored 2 of the Jaguar runs. Russo right to the first
that's it,
baseman, and that
double
ends the
play.
game. The first baseman, Morgan
Wow.
Maxley, caught the line drive and then tagged the bag to end the ball game. Then the final score is Caravel 10 and Appoquinimink 8. Well, it ended up a close ball game, Nick.
Wow.
Caravel spotted Appo 7 runs early, and Appo came back and made a game of it.
How about that ending?
Oh, my. Yeah, it's a shot, a couple of inches one way or the other. Could have been a hit, but it wasn't. It ended up being a double play.
Number 1 versus number 2. We got what we came for, huh?
And we did. We certainly did. Kudos to Caravel. They really got to Laird early, and that second inning was huge when they scored 5 runs. And the top 2 batters in the lineup did it for them tonight. Kendall Brown, 3 for 4, scored 3 runs. Diomede, 3 for 4, scored 3 runs. There's 6 of your 10 runs out of your first 2 batters in the lineup.
That's high productivity on the top there.
Yep.
Yes.
And they were measuring up Laird in the ball game. They got to her early. She kind of settled down a little bit, I think, later on, and Appo came back and made a game of it. I mean, like I said, they were down 7. They came back and lost by 2, but we could very well see these two in a title game later on. And this year they're going to have the title game at the University of Delaware.
Are they?
Yes, I saw that on the DIAA
I was
site.
just about to ask that.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's been down at the beach for so long.
Roxanne.
Yeah, and we had it at Dover last year, remember, because of COVID.
Yeah.
And that was a very nice location to have it. But this year I saw on the site it said at the University of Delaware.
I've never been there to do a game, so it's going to be interesting. All I do know is we always have strong internet there, so it's a good thing.
Yeah. So actually the winning pitcher in this game is Brooklyn Richardson, who pitched the first 3 innings and gave up the 2 runs and a save for the sophomore Zanitis, Casey Zanitis, who comes in and gets the save. The loss goes to Savannah Laird, her first loss of the season, Appoquinimink's first loss of the season, as they are now 14-1, and Caravel will improve with a record of 11-1. Once again, Appo is scheduled to play Newark Charter Saturday. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
And then they play Middletown and Smyrna next week to finish the regular season. Hodson will play with Caravel tomorrow, so the Silver Eagles and the Buccaneers tomorrow. Cape Henlopen on Saturday, again, scheduled.
Yeah.
And then they finish with Red Lion and then 2 Henlopen South opponents in Laurel and Indian River.
Yeah,
so it's not an easy schedule for Caravel.
Tough road, yeah.
24 teams will make the state tournament. It will begin May 17th. And we had a preview tonight of 2 teams that are going to be in the tournament for sure. Great ball game. Caravel wins by a score of 10-8. Our thanks to Nick Halliday for producing and our color analyst for tonight. Also to Craig, I'm talking about the pitcher. Craig Leskowski running a great job on the camera. Great crowd here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Good weather and a real good ball game. We got everything we expected out of 1 versus 2. I'm Glenn Fraser. Good night, everybody. Once again, the final Caravel 10, Appo 8.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live.